Good evening, Pio Nation. I hope you had a great weekend. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So tonight, our Overwatch team is returned. If you were thinking, well, what was going on Saturday? There was no Overwatch match. That was because it was our bye week during the GLEC. Of course, if you were with us on Saturday, you saw an awesome Super Smash Brothers tournament. Everyone had a whole lot of fun, and I think it went so well, we will probably do it again sometime in the future. But tonight, our Overwatch team will be going up against Purdue University Fort Wayne. So, we're getting things set up in the lobby, so let's take a look at who will be playing tonight. So I probably need to get this updated a little bit because freshman Jasmine Smith Extra Explorer, I believe, will be support, not tank tonight. We will have freshman Kent Grubb Memer on, I think, DPS? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. We'll have sophomore Tyler Soundinger Azadale on support. Everyone's playing musical roles today. This is just not ready at all. We'll have freshmen Stacey Swartz Gearwolf on DPS. That part is true. We'll have junior Caleb Bradley Shadow Dragon as tank. And then we'll also have junior Dylan Poles Rez as tank. And then we also have our coach Derek Games. So we're getting everyone in the lobby. So while we're waiting to get things set up, let's go over just a couple quick announcements. This week is a very exciting week for the Pioneers because it is homecoming week. And with that, we have our virtual stadium sellouts. So this is your opportunity to support the Marietta College Athletics program. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/MC Stadium 2021 and you can purchase virtual tickets and support any team you want. You can choose any of the varsity programs, including esports. For every $5 you give will count towards a single ticket. And so you can designate the team that you want to make your gift towards. And it is kind of split and shared with the team that you designate and so forth. But you have until this Saturday at noon to make your contributions. And there are interesting competitions going on. Things like the most number of donors, the total number of tickets sold, the best hype, and so forth. So if you were thinking of trying to look at an opportunity to help support the Marietta College Esports program, this is your opportunity because you can go to that link. You can give any amount you want and designate your gift towards esports, and we will be able to receive the benefit from it and be able to use that to purchase equipment, apparel, provide more opportunities for our students. A lot of things that we've been able to do is because of your support and generosity, and we thank you so much for that. Also, just to give an idea of the upcoming schedule, if I can get the correct link here. So we will have this Saturday, speaking of homecoming, our Overwatch team will be playing against Ohio Northern. It's going to be a pretty exciting match. Ohio Northern is very good at esports program, and they have a superb Overwatch team. So that will be at noon this Saturday. And then, of course, next Monday, we'll have the next NACE match for Overwatch team. If you're wondering why we don't have much else going on, our Rainbow Six teams right now kind of in between seasons, but don't worry, they will be back a week from this Friday. And once we know who the opponent is, we will get that information out on our social media channels. Also, we'll throw out that we're always looking for players for our esports program, whether you're a high school senior or you are a college student. We have a variety of titles for you, whether it's Fortnite, Hearthstone, League of Legends, Overwatch, Rainbow Six, Rocket League, Smash, and Valorant. So, I mean, we have a great facility on campus. We have some dedicated coaching staff. In fact, we've added a couple of volunteer coaches for our League of Legends and Rainbow Six teams, Rainbow Six Siege teams recently. I can't talk today. So a lot of programs that are available. So if you're interested, you can fill out our recruitment form at bit.ly/MC Recruit. We also have scholarships available. So if you are a high school senior, you can try out for one of our scholarships. We just had some tryouts this past Saturday. Our next ones will be on Saturday, November 13th. So that's in a few weeks in conjunction with the open house event. So you can fill out a recruitment form, apply for admission, but the big link is go to bit.ly/MC Esport tryout. And I'm speeding things up because everyone is saying they're ready. So I got to get the buttons going here because they've already started. So let's get this underway. I'm trying to figure out who's on what side before I hit the button because I want to make sure I get the right side. Okay. So to make sure I get the correct setup here, and it's going to be Legion Tower in this best of 5 series. So now the question is, what roles will everyone be playing? I have no idea, but we're going to find out in about 10 seconds. So it'll be really interesting what composition Marietta decides to go with.
Ready for battle.
So it looks like we are going to see a classic Rein Zarya combination for the tanks. At DPS, we're going to see Gearwolf on the Symmetra and Mieber on the Genji. I don't know if we've seen Mieber on Genji lately. And then Azadale will be on Lucio, and Extra will be on Ana. Meanwhile, we're seeing an interesting comp here from Purdue Fort Wayne. This is where we see the Diva Wrecking Ball for tanks, but maybe a little bit of Pharmacy here with the Pharah and Mercy. But let's see if Marietta can use the teleport strat, and they will get onto the point, but Azadale does get picked off beforehand. In fact, only 2 of the Pioneers have made it to the point, and the rest of Fort Wayne is going to be trying to collapse on the Pioneers and punishing them. So they were not able to execute the strat, and Purdue will be able to claim the point first. Meanwhile, Uncle is trying to put some pressure onto the Pioneers, preventing them from getting onto the point, so they're going to have to regroup. And we're going to see that Pharah just kind of flying around, causing a ton of damage. And a lot of flyers for Marietta, which is something that kind of struggled against. So not only you have the Pharmacy, but you got the Echo going on. Mieber's going to get taken out by Uncle. Shadow Dragon's barrier has been taken out. So Marietta does not have much of a defense. So they're going to have to try to find some picks. Gearwolf gets taken out. A great anti by Extra, but it's just not enough. Marietta's getting staggered. They're going to have to regroup. Goal points at 32%. So yeah, Marietta's getting staggered, so they're going to have to watch it. So they're going to try to group up over... Now they're going to go through the middle, it looks like, again. But we're already seeing like 3 ults ready to go for Purdue Fort Wayne. Meanwhile, Marietta does not have any ults ready to go, but they gotta find some pick. But it's gonna be really difficult because they got, yeah, there's gonna be the mines. Shadow Dragon gets taken out by Echo. And just Marietta is struggling. They do take out the Echo, but several get taken down, and Echo will get rezzed. Marietta will get pushed back. And this has been kind of Marietta's Achilles heel for a while. Having trouble taking care of the Pharah, not having an answer for the Mercy, and not having answers for Wrecking Ball. And they're having to deal with all 3 of these at the same time. I mean, we see that Purdue Fort Wayne has all their ults ready to go. Azadale's going to pop the ult, and there's the barrage. Going to do a ton of damage to Marietta. And just like that, Purdue will take the first round. And Marietta struggling to find an answer against this composition.
0-1. Ready for battle.
Alright, we'll see if Marietta makes any adjustments to the composition. We'll see if Purdue makes any adjustments. So we're seeing a Lucio coming out instead, and so we're seeing a more classic combination from Purdue. Meanwhile, Marietta's going to try to add some more hit scan with the McCree and Soldier 76, trying to see if they can find an answer. But they're going to find there won't be a Pharah or a Mercy this time. But we are going to see the teleport strat by Purdue Fort Wayne, and they're going to get to the middle ground first. You know, we see a couple stuns coming out from both sides, but Marietta is split. And they're going to have to watch that positioning. Barriers do get taken out. But it's a 1-for-1 trade right now, but Mieber gets taken down. So right now, Fort Wayne does have the advantage. The rest is going to get taken down, and the rest of the Pioneers are going to get pushed back. Yeah, that was just a matter of everyone kind of getting split up, so they're not able to use their numbers as an advantage. And Purdue Fort Wayne will capture the point first. So now Marietta's going to have to regroup and try to find a way through this doorway. You see that window is ready for Purdue Fort Wayne. And Gearwolf does get taken out by Cybertex, and there comes the window. And Marietta's getting pushed back, getting taken out one by one. Marietta's going to rotate around, but Bieber and Gearwolf are kind of hanging around. It's kind of interesting because the tanks and supports are all grouped up, but the DPS are not with them. But now they're grouped up. So the question is, can they find the picks? Points already at 52%, and here comes a bunch of ults. Fort Wayne's basically popped Q for almost all their ults. I take that back. They only popped 2. Or 3, actually. And that was enough to take down the Pioneers. Marietta will regroup. But now they have about 3 ults ready to go. 4, almost 5. So this might be the opportunity that Marietta's looking for. Points to 77. There comes the window from Extra. Can Marietta use that to her advantage? Not the best angle, especially since Fort Wayne is kind of zoning out that window. There comes the Shatter. Does catch a couple. And 2 for Marietta get taken out. Points at 93, and Azael's trying to delay as much as possible. There's the Gravitron by Rez, but he gets taken out before being able to do anything. And the point will go to Purdue Fort Wayne, and that will be the first map. Play of the game will go to Mannix on the Zarya play. We'll see that Gravitron that set up the team kill. Popping her from behind and just doing a ton of damage. So with that, Purdue Fort Wayne will take the first map. So we'll see how Marietta can adjust. They'll have to find another. They will get to choose the next map. So now we're just gonna let the get back into the lobby. We'll see what Marietta decides to go with next. I can't remember if it's, what does it say it's hybrid? I can't remember for sure. But whether it's hybrid or escorts, Purdue Fort Wayne will be able to choose which side they want to start with. But overall, that was just a very strong performance by Purdue Fort Wayne. Marietta was not able to get a whole lot of kills. Like, they might be able to take out 1 or 2, but they just kept getting picked off very easily. And I don't know if that's really a communication issue or it just might be a skill balance, but we will see. It looks like Marietta's going to go with Nubani for the map. So then the question is, what side does Purdue Fort Wayne want to go, if they want to go offense or defense? And I'm seeing the ready check, so I'm just waiting for them to hit the go button. They hit the go button, so we'll hit the go button.
Traveling to Mumbai. Initiating match.
So this does mean that Purdue Fort Wayne has elected to go on offense first. So they're going to try to set the bar high to make it difficult for Marietta to be able to take the map. Interesting choice. Usually you'd want to go defense first, so that way you know the win condition.
Ready for battle.
We're seeing Marietta's going to go kind of a little bit of a bunker strat. So bringing out the Orisa this time for the extra shields. Eber's going to be trying to snipe with the Hanzo. Azadale is going to go with the more aggressive supports with the Zenyatta. So we'll see if that plays a role in Marietta's defense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
You know, we're going to see a little bit of a dive comp here for Purdue Fort Wayne. Genji is just reflecting that fire strike, and we're already seeing Asadale get taken out. Bieber does take out Cybertex though. So we're seeing Purdue Fort Wayne jumping, but Shadow Dragon takes down Uncle, and Manix is taken down by Rez. So Marietta is holding. Looks like Purdue Fort Wayne's going to be working up with the stairs. And that fire strike being reflected again. Gotta wait for that E to cool down for at least finish. So the Echo trying to get on to the Pioneers. You see Uncle coming with the Wrecking Ball. Shadow Dragon does get taken out, so there goes Marietta's main tank. Bieber is going to fall. Now Purdue Fort Wayne is working on trying to take on Pioneers. Gearwolf is trying to contest onto the point, but Extra and Rez get taken down, so it's just Asadale and Gearwolf. Asadale falls, so it's just Gearwolf. And Purdue Fort Wayne is going to be able to take this point, and they're already looking to buy some space, knowing that they've won that fight and will be able to capture the point. And they're going to try to buy a lot of space. They're trying to buy so much space that they are putting down a deposit, or a down payment, I should say. Bieber does take down Cybertex, but Uncle is in the back line, and Marietta's just not doing anything about it. Well, Purdue Fort Wayne will just continue to push that payload, having so much real estate ahead of them. So much that they can rent it out. I'm actually surprised Marietta's not pushing forward, trying to contest some of that space. And there's the mines coming in from Uncle, and it's enough to take down Extra, and that's a Manix chance to jump in. And already taking down 3 of the Pioneers. And they're just going to continue to push back. Blade does come out for Cybertex, taking out 1. Uncle takes down Shadow Dragon. And Rez will fall. And we're already seeing Cybertex moving all the way to the spawn point, trying to just keep the Pioneers away from the point. Marietta has to find an answer. They are getting a couple picks here and there, but there's just not enough follow-up, or several will get picked off before. And so there goes Cybertex. So that should be Marietta's opportunity to jump. But we're seeing Winston coming in and bringing out the ulti. There's Primal Rage. And Marietta's having to spend so much time taking care of that the payloads just continue to push. It's like they're just having trouble reacting to whenever a target jumps onto them. So there comes Uncle, gets stunned, but he's just going to roll away. Mikey does get taken out by Gearwolf. And Cybertex goes down, so that's 2 players for Fort Wayne taken out, so that should be Marietta's opportunity to kind of push back. They still got to hold for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So can they hold? See, 3 ults are ready for Purdue Fort Wayne. Marietta has 3 of their ults ready, almost 4. Here comes the rally by Mikey. There's the window by Extra. Now we're seeing the tanks getting into the back line, causing all sorts of disruption. Extra gets taken down. And there comes the dragons by Bieber. Only 1 gets taken out. Mines are coming out in the back line, so Marietta can't retreat without running to the mines. Shadow Dragon gets taken down. And the payload's going to continue to push. They're just driving Marietta off the payload so they can't even contest. And Purdue Fort Wayne will get to the 3rd checkpoint with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. That is a lot of time on the clock.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
So now Marietta's going to have to be able to get over to that point. They don't have to beat that time, but they have to get there. Otherwise, Purdue Fort Wayne will take the map. see what adjustments Marietta will make on offense.
Ready for battle.
So it looks like we're going to see Zarya, Ryan, looks like McCree and Reaper. Azadel's going to be sticking with the Brigette. And we're still going to see the Winston and Wrecking Ball combo from Purdue Fort Wayne. Marietta does not have an answer for that. Just getting into the back line, and Marietta is not able to rotate quick enough to take them down. So I would expect Emanix and Uncle to continue just getting into the back line, causing so much disruption.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Marietta will work their way in. Looks like they're going to rotate to the back entrance, but Wrecking Ball is there, looking to try to flank from behind. Azadale will boop them away. So now they're going to be working their way up the choke point. And two of the Pioneers already get taken down. The Immortality Field goes down, and so will Rez and Shadow Dragon. All that's left is Azadale and Extra Explorer, and they get taken down. But that will be a team kill. And no one from Purdue Fort Wayne went down. So that's the part that's concerning. So they got to find a pick. It's like they're not on the same page of who to target. Looks like they're going to try again, rotating from the back line. Or rotating around. But this time they're going to go all the way around. They are going to get spotted by Panic. And here comes Uncle again trying to disrupt it. The team is so split. Rez actually falls to his death, which is unfortunate. Gearwolf is going to get taken down. Riptire is going to take down Extra. Memer will take down one, but Shadow Dragon is going to fall. So Memer's the only one that's left. Well, Azadale is there too. Both get taken down. But yeah, the positioning was very weird on that one. They're kind of all over the place. And Purdue Fort Wayne was able to collapse on the Pioneers.
I am Mother Russia.
Hey there.
Welcome to the drag show.
They're just going to try to work their way inside again. Minute 50 remains in the round. 2 ults are up for Purdue Fort Wayne, almost 3. Marietta has 2 ults ready to go. Barry is already taken out. Wrecking Ball is coming in from behind again. Mines are ready. Manix has already taken down Memer. And Extra has gone down. But we see 2 have gone down for Purdue Fort Wayne, so it's a 2-for-2 trade. Can Marietta capitalize on this? Azadale takes down Soldier 76. So this might be Marietta's chance. Gearwolf takes down Panic. And they are taking some fights. They gotta deal with Uncle though, putting down the mines onto the control point. Transcendence is gonna be coming out for Mikey and gonna use that to try to disrupt Marietta. High News coming out by Memer, takes down Cybertex. But Extra and Memer do get taken down. Marietta got 1 tick, but a minute remains. They gotta capture this payload. Another 1-for-1 trade. Gearwolf is using Death Blossom, does not catch anyone. Does end up taking out Manix, but not before the rest of them get taken out themselves. So Marietta got 1 tick, but they only got 40 seconds, and they have 3 ults. They're going to have to book it over here. Otherwise, the map will go to Purdue Fort Wayne. Now, Purdue Fort Wayne only has 1 ult themselves, just Riptire. But if Marietta's not careful, that Riptire can be fatal. But they gotta move. I don't know what they're waiting for. They got 16 seconds. They gotta go. The Rez gets taken out very early on before the fight even starts. That's not what they see. They're gonna try to get onto the point. Here comes the Riptire, and that takes down 4 people. Which is not what we wanted to see. And Purdue Fort Wayne will take that map.
Play of the game.
Play of the game will go to Panic on that 4K tire right at the end of that round. So that Purdue Fort Wayne is now up 2-0. But we are at match point. Marietta's going to have to decide what map they want to go with next, because it could be the last one for tonight. And it's looking like Marietta's going to go with Rialto. Just waiting to see what sides are going to be selected. And it looks like Purdue Fort Wayne's going to make a substitution, which is perfectly legal. All right, and it looks like we're gonna just take a quick break here, just to kind of get things settled in. Everyone a chance to use the restroom. So since everyone's gonna take a break, we'll take a break as well. So don't go away. You are watching Marietta College Esports.
Have you heard what happened to those with curious minds? They packed up, broke free of conventions. These prospectors of knowledge are blazing a new trail, joining the long line of those who sought adventure and prepared for anything. This is the time. This is the place. Bring forth a pioneer.
All right, and welcome back. Sorry, the break took a little longer than we thought. I mean, sometimes things happen. That's okay. We should be getting things up and running very soon. So I'm going to get the audio here. We're going to get some ready checks in here. But it is going to be Rialto. Looks like Purdue Fort Wayne will be on offense first. But Marietta's checking if Purdue Fort Wayne is ready. And we're just waiting for Purdue to say they're ready. Still waiting for Purdue Fort Wayne to say they're ready, by the way. Still waiting. Okay, now Purdue Fort Wayne has said they're ready. And that means I'm ready, you're ready. And here we go.
Welcome to Rialto.
So this is match point. So Marietta's back is through the wall. Let's see if they can find a way to burst through. What will they go with? Your guess is as good as mine. And if I remember correctly, I think we're going to see some role changes.
Ready for battle.
And there are the role changes. Extra Explorer is back on the tank. She's going to be bringing out Zarya. Rez is going to be on DPS with the McCree. And we're going to see Mimer on support with the Ana. Azrael's going to be sticking with the Lucio. Gearwolf's going to be bringing out her Soldier 76. Shadow Dragon's on that classic Rhine. But they're going to be going up against another possible dive, semi-dive composition with the Wrecking Ball and Winston. They haven't had, Pioneers have not found an answer to that kind of dive. So let's see if these role changes will do something. We see Extra now swapping over to Orisa. Meanwhile, we're going to see Pharah and Genji. The Mariners got to have a little bit of hit scan to take care of the Pharah, which they do have. So can they handle Cybertex on the Genji?
Stop the payload.
And we're already seeing a ton of damage coming out. Nike's bringing out the Mercy. Nope, never mind. Going to be bringing out the Brigitte instead. And here comes the dive onto the Pioneers. Can Marietta find an answer? Niebuhr does get taken out, but Uncle's going to fall for it. So 1-for-1 tank for support. And the tanks are taken down, but Rez is going to get taken out from behind by Cybertech, so it's a 2-for-2. So the front line's been stopped by Purdue Fort Wayne. But we're going to see Uncle coming right back onto the Orisa. Gearwolf gets taken down, and so will Shadow Dragon. So now Purdue Fort Wayne will push that payload. Marietta's getting staggered. Extra is taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to back away. He's the barrier trying to step. Bieber is going to actually take out Cybertex. But we're going to see Maddox going into the back line once again, causing disruption. This is what we saw in the past two maps. Just we're seeing Winston, we're seeing Wrecking Ball just going behind the scenes, causing a lot of disruption for Marietta and not finding an answer. There's Wrecking Ball once again, just rolling around, looking for a possible pick from behind. There he goes from behind once again. They're just jumping all over Marietta, not finding an answer. Shadow Dragon gets taken out right as he was using Shatter. Very unfortunate. And 3 and 4 of the Pioneers have fallen. Rez is trying to get the stun out, but will get taken down. So Purdue Fort Wayne will get the checkpoint. Azadale will get taken down by Ill Phil. Never seen Purdue Fort Wayne going to be looking, trying to buy some space. And we're going to see 6 ults ready for Purdue Fort Wayne, so this next fight can be very scary depending on which ults they want to use. And Shadow Dragon gets picked off before the fight even begins. That's not the kind of start you would want to look at. And here comes the Blade and everyone jumping in. So Deadeye and Blade are being used. Rez is going to try to use his Deadeye, takes out 1. But we already see 2, 3, 4 of the Pioneers are going down. Rez falls as well. And that's going to be the second checkpoint without too much trouble for Purdue Fort Wayne. I think Gearwolf can be popping the tactical visor, trying to find an opening, but doesn't seem to find the connection. Everyone's falling back. Rowley's going to be coming out for Mikey, and this is going to be their opportunity to charge. Gearwolf gets taken down. Primal Rage is going to be coming out for Manix, and there's the mines for Uncle. So 2 of the Pioneers have fallen. There's the third with Azadale going down. And there it is getting pushed back. So 4:35 remains, and the payload is so close to the end. And right now, Marietta just keep getting stuck at their spawn point. There's just not much that they can do. And we're seeing everyone popping their ults. Blade and Deadeye's coming out, takes down 2. 3 of the Pioneers have fallen. Marietta's able to take down 1, but not before everyone else gets taken down. And Purdue Fort Wayne will capture the 3rd point.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Now Marietta has to get to this point over here. Otherwise, Purdue Fort Wayne will take the entire match. So the question is, what will Marietta do? They're kind of struggling against the Winston and Wrecking Ball again. They're still not able to find the answer they need. But let's see what they come up with offensively. Maybe they can find something.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Let's see if Marietta tries to come up with offense. We are going to see Gearwolf on the Reaper this time, as they're going to be on the Brigette. Meme are going to be on Moira. Very interesting. I think Gearwolf decided this is going to be changing things up, or maybe got booped, but 3 of the Pioneers are down at this point. Once again, Marietta is struggling to get the payload very far. Shadow Dragon's going to get taken down, but so far Purdue Fort Wayne is putting up a very solid defense. Cybertech's on the Ashe already at 66% of the ult charge. Mariatta's going to try to find a pick, but they're going to be struggling with that shield from a Manix onto the Sigma. And Mariatta's going to try to rotate around to see if they can catch from the side. But they're going to all be on fire. And not the good kind of fire. And here comes Bob by Cybertech. It's going to be causing a lot of damage to the back line. Polis is going to be used, trying to stun the bomb, trying to keep it under control. But it's going to take down Rez. And meanwhile, Uncle's just causing so much disruption to the back lines. Gearwolf is able to take down Emanix, but it's going to get Rez by Mikey. Marietta's moving the payload a little bit, but not without... Well, outfield did try to use Deadeye, didn't get much luck from there. But they gotta find a pick. There's the Uncle. They need to be a collapse on it right there. They had the opportunity to take him down, but they didn't collapse. That's just kind of a miscue there by Marietta. And that's 3 of the Pioneers already taken down. Asdale's using the rally to try to stay up, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So the supports are going to have to fall back and regroup. A minute 50 remains in the round and possibly the match. Marietta's going to have to find an answer here to get that payload to the next checkpoint. Shadow Dragon's Berry has been taken down, so the Pioneers are vulnerable. They gotta try to use some natural cover. Coalesce is gonna be coming out to try to push. And they are continuing to push. Diva Bomb is gonna be coming out. See if Extra takes out 2! So that is huge for the Pioneers. And Cybertex is continuing to harass the Pioneers. Great kill there by Gearwolf, but Asdale's going to be taken out by Uncle. And Marietta is pushing this payload, but they got to stop Uncle, which is going to contest. Mines are coming out. They do take him out. Here comes Bob.
60 seconds.
High Noon's coming out by Phil. Takes down Memer. Uncle gets rezzed by Mikey. And another unfortunate shatter. Shadow Dragon gets taken out before he's able to land it. Tactical Visor's coming out, but gets taken down by Phil. Marietta is so close to getting the payload to the first checkpoint, but with the Bob and Uncle, they were just not able to get that 3.5 meters that they needed. 30 seconds remain. Extra's out of her mech's going to have to retreat. So Marietta's going to have to make it over to the payload. They got about 20 seconds, and they're going to have to boost over or just rush over. And Graviton's going to be coming out to eat out the clock even more. Haidu's going to be coming out, takes down Mikey. Asdale does go down, but Marietta's got to get over to the payload now, but they're just not getting the kills they need. And Purdue is going to hold.
Victory.
And Marietta will go down 0-3, unfortunately.
Play of the game.
Play of the game will go to Manix, using that Gravitron to delay the clock and just being able to take down the Pioneers one by one. So with that, the Pioneers will fall 0-3.
Impeccable.
I mean, there were some good moments, but Purdue Fort Wayne was just a better team tonight. So that will be it for us tonight. Just remember that there will be a match this Saturday at noon against Ohio Northern. And then any other matches come up, we will let you know on social media. So for all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, all at Marietta Esports. You can follow us here on Twitch. So thank you for those who followed us in the recent days. Thank you for the subs. You can also watch all of our matches on our YouTube channel at bit.ly/Marietta Esports. So for all of us here, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.